Hi, I'm Louisa Drake, celebrity trainer, and today I'm going to show a really effective core routine that's going to sculpt and tone your abdominals. Okay, if you've got a small ball, this will be perfect for your core set. All of these exercises can be done with the ball or without the ball. But initially, I want you to roll down onto your back, lift your hips into a bridge pose and pop the ball under the tailbone, so the small of your back. Try balancing on the ball by bending one leg and then the other, aiming the knees just above the hips and the shins parallel to the ceiling. Then you're going to lower one foot all the way down to the floor, lift and switch. So alternating legs here, toe tapping down if you can towards the floor, but don't worry if you can't quite reach. You want to lower the foot towards the floor as low as you can go when you can feel that core start to really kick in. Breathing's quite important on this one. I would say start to exhale on the lift and inhale on the lower. So see if you can try that breath pattern. Lower down and then lift back up. So from here, changing it up, flexing the feet into frog legs, as I call them, where you extend the legs up high and then draw the knees a little bit more towards your hips. So a little bit more openness at the hips here will switch off those hip flexors that get quite tight. Keeping the heels together, making a V with the feet, pressing up and out, and then drawing the knees back in. It's a slight rock into the ball if you've got one, or into the mat. So important, try and push into your ball or the mat as you extend the legs up and out, and then release. And try that again. I exhale on that challenge, on that outward movement, and inhale, release again. So breathing wise, try and add that in if you can. Arms are long and relaxed, head's heavy on the mat. You're nearly there, we've got a change coming up. So this is your change, point the toes and take the toes up to the ceiling. Now don't worry if you can't get your legs poker straight. One leg is going to go down, the other leg stays reaching up to the ceiling, and lift and switch. I have my legs in parallel, so my knees are just facing me. I'm extending the legs to the ceiling at 90 and then pressing one leg down as low as I can go and then lifting back up. So you've got another change coming up. You can stay with this exercise if you want to, or try the challenge, which is where both legs glue together and go down as low as you can go and then lift back up to 90. And again, legs don't have to be poker straight. You can soften the knees, but you're pushing down into the ball or floor as you lower and as you lift. So breathe however you can to get down. Now I exhale as I lift. I push down, breathe out and lift the legs back to 90. Keep this going. Keep focusing into that core work, trying to keep the head relaxed. As you go a little bit lower, you might feel some tension in the neck. So see how you go. Modify where you need. Okay, lower down, lift the hips off the ball, move the ball, and then just relax the hips all the way back to the floor. Knees to chest, give yourself a little hug, rock back, roll on up. Okay, next exercise. I'm not going to show you this with the ball, but you can use the ball in between the shoulder blades where your bra strap would be. You can lie down on your mat like I am, take the hands behind the head and just start to curve up and down. So really simple. You might have done an exercise similar to this before. I want you to emphasize again the breathing. It's an exhale to lift you up and an inhale to lower. As you lift up, you'll feel that your ribs are slicing down to your hips to create that lift, and then you lengthen all the way back to the floor. And if you were doing with this with the ball, it would be in between the shoulder blades and you'd have a little bit further to go, which would make it a little bit more intense. Okay, you're doing well. Try and relax the head, tucking the chin slightly in if you feel any discomfort in the neck. Try and focus on lifting from the belly, keeping the knees soft, they're bent, they're parallel, the heels are relaxed, your tailbone is anchoring down. Okay, pulses up and down, up and down. I'm reaching the arms all the way forwards, but you don't have to join me. You could keep the hands supporting the head and neck. Up an inch, down an inch, trying to really intensify that core work. Trying to lift up a little bit higher, tiny, tiny pulses here, and hands back behind the head, and ease back to the floor. Okay, from here, twisting, opposite elbow to knee, and release, and then switch. So a little bit more oblique focus on this one. You're trying to get the elbow to the knee, not the knee to the elbow. So resist trying to bring the knee too close towards you, go to the knee. That's where you're going to really challenge those obliques. You're lifting the shoulder off the floor and back down with control. And again, breathing out on that lift, inhale, lower. Keep alternating legs, doing really well. Go up and over and lower And again, minding that neck, minding the head, try and lift from the belly, ribs slice all the way down towards those hips as you twist and lift. Good, and lower back down. Nearly done. Opposite elbow to knee. Can you lift a bit higher for me? That final push. And then, yeah, resting back down. Let's reset. Draw the knees to your chest, rock back, roll on up. Okay, grabbing the ball again if you've got one. This time you want to tuck it to your tailbone, so all the way to that lower back. And almost slouching and curving into the ball. You could do this without the ball, remember, just follow along. Arms go up to your fifth position, slightly oval shaped, and then just rest them down towards your knees and thighs. And again, arms go up and overhead. And you can follow the eye line to your hands as they come up, just making sure there's no tension in the neck. So if you feel any tension in the neck, just take the eye line a bit softer and a bit lower down and let the arms reach up above the head. So I'm leaning back as I take the arms up. I'm using that ball to help my lower back and also to feel that challenge in the core. Don't worry if it shakes. And again, from here, up, hold, and then lower back down. Good, trying to really find that lovely curve, that concave shape through the spine, particularly as you take the arms up. So you can ease a little bit lower back into the ball for that challenge. Doing well. And again, nice elegant arms, shoulders drawing down as you reach. So even here, you're still engaging through the back and shoulders. Nice, now drop and lift. So a controlled pulse. I'm widening my arms to a nice open V to make a little bit more space for the shoulders, draw them down the back and ease down and up. It's almost like someone's pulling you back and you're resisting. So controlled movements, drop and lift. Again, breathe in as you move. Maybe that exhale on the drop, inhale, lift might work for you. And then holding it still, knees together, take the arms all the way around to one side. And then you're going to ease back and down, reaching that arm all the way to the back corner of your mat and then roll all the way back up. That's one, try that again. So the hand can support around the knee, around the top of the thigh. Try and really twist above the hips as you go a little bit more down into that curve and reach back to the corner of your mat and then sweeping all the way back up to lift. You're always in contact with the ball if you're using the ball. And remember the other hand's there to help you. And again, exhale, curve, tuck under with the tailbone, roll down into the ball if you're using one, and then reach the other arm, drop, lift, drop, lift. So arms are open. Now they're going to reach a little bit more to that corner. Good, palms can stay lifted. And again, imagine someone's pulling you back to the other corner of the mat. Good, reaching up and over as much as you can to really challenge the obliques. Keeping that curve even on that twist. Lift, and then release. Let's reset. Tuck the ball tighter again, back behind you, curve, roll down through the spine, come all the way straight to the other side. So from here, knees together, twisting above the hips, easing that arm all the way back to the corner, and then sweeping all the way back up to lift. Good, and again, maybe exhale now as you reach and drop, extend and lift all the way back up. Remember, knees together, try and twist above the hips, really working into the obliques. And lift, the other arm is there again to help you. Just keep it above the knee, above, good. That thigh, release if you can, and drop, lift, drop, lift. So arms are open. So start to slowly reach the arms a bit more forwards towards the corner. And again, palms can be up. And imagine someone's pulling you back and down, controlled. Drop, lift, drop, lift. Breathe in as you move. You're nearly done. Drop, push, and lift. And cross at the ankles, and why not just swan dive through the chest all the way down, resting the head forward, reaching the arms, release that spine, and rolling all the way back up. Let's take a twist, spiral through the spine, have a pause there, find that lift, and then reset other side for me. And again.